Hi, most of you know me. My name's Bill Windsor with Lawless America. If you don't know me, I'm just a regular old grandpa, 64 years old, fairly normal. I mean, how many normal people would be driving around the country for 173 days trying to expose government and judicial corruption? I'm the guy who decided to do it. And the purpose of this video today is just to kind of update people who've been following this story and what we've been doing so that they know the latest from me. This is day, I believe it's 135. I've got 38 days to go. I made the decision to do this trip kind of half-jokingly at first. After discovering rampant judicial and government corruption in America and coming in contact with tens of thousands of victims like myself, I jokingly said if I had to, I would drive around the country until I met 1 million people and convinced them this problem was real. Then I learned the power of a camera when doing petitioning down at the Atlanta courthouse, Fulton County Courthouse in Georgia. It pulled quite a few more people than if we were just there getting petitions signed, seeking honesty in government. So I joked at a subsequent radio broadcast that I do and said, I guess if I traveled all 50 states, I should take a camera. So here I am. I left on June 14th. The trip ends the first week in December of 2012. I've driven over 17,000 miles. I've interviewed at this point over 1,200 people, and I'll probably interview 2,000 people before it's all said and done. I've visited 39 states. I have 11 states to go. I'm speaking to you today from Austin, Texas, just one of the many stops, one of the capitals, and I'm visiting every state capital. This started off as a project. It very quickly became a mission. My mission was to complete this, to film at least one person in every state. But it's funny how things go. By the time we had a person from the 50th state on our list, which happened to be Delaware, was the last state we got someone to commit from, I had 300 people on the list. Blinked my eyes and it was 400, and then it was 600, then it was 750. And when I printed the material to go on the side of my car, it says, the movie asks the question, can 750 nobodies save America? Well, now it's almost 2,000 nobodies. And I'm proud to be a nobody. We're people who don't have any power. The power in our government today rests in less than 1%. So we're the 99%, and we're nobodies, at least in terms of power. And the purpose of the movie and the movement, which has now become a revolution, is to try to save America. And we can do it. The 99% at the ballot box, we can save America. We can do what's necessary to get our country back, but it's going to take quite an effort. Now, those that have been following the trip know all of this, and so this is nothing new to you. But if you're new to it, this is what we're doing. We set out to film a movie, a documentary film that would expose government and judicial corruption. And it's grown beyond the wildest expectations of me or anyone else. And it truly has gone from being a mission, a project and a mission, into a movement, and now truly into a revolution, a peaceful revolution. And I've recorded a video that talks about the Lawless America Revolution and the creation of a new political party called the Revolutionary Party. Revolutionary in two ways. This is a peaceful American revolution. Thus, we're revolutionaries in that regard. But second, it's a revolutionary party in that it's unique. It's revolutionary. So I encourage you to watch that video. It's called I Want My Country Back, and it's located on YouTube. So www.youtube.com/Lawless America. Please watch it and join the Revolutionary Party, because the only way that we can save our country is to take control of the political process and put honest people in place who are accountable. And that's what we've got to do. We can't expect the Democrats and Republicans to save our country. They have their own interests And it doesn't matter who you elect or re-elect or who replaces another one, they're all the same. Rarely do people actually stand up for what's right. They do what's expedient to them or in the best interest of their party, or caucus as they call it, and we get nowhere. The point everybody needs to realize is that we do have the power to make America what we want it to be, what our forefathers designed it to be, as I understand at least I believe what they were trying to do. So we have to take control. We have to do that peacefully, and that's a big part of what Lawless America is now about. It's a lot more than a movie. It's a lot more than a website. It started out as just a website for me to express my observations and experience with the corruption in hopes that it would help other people. And then I began sharing other people's stories, and it led to the idea of going to all 50 states, which led to a movie, and now has led to a revolution and a political party. So please take a look at lawlessamerica.com, our website. The Facebook page is the best place to go to see the latest developments, facebook.com/Lawless America, and to see the videos. Ultimately, the videos of all 2,000 people who are being filmed for this movie will be shown on youtube.com/Lawless America. So those are the best ways for you to learn what it is that we're all about and what we're doing. Simple beliefs. Our government officials should be honest. They should always protect our fundamental rights. They should always defend the rights that we have that are protected under the Constitution and Bill of Rights. And last but not least, every candidate for office should sign a contract that says they will do all of these things. And if they don't, we can remove them from office. This makes them accountable to us, which is one of the real problems that we have now. Nobody's accountable. These people are supposed to police themselves, or we're supposed to have courts or law enforcement to police them, and we don't. So we have to build us into the system a way to make the people accountable to us, because it's our country, it's not theirs. Now, the purpose for the video today is for me really to just kind of update the people who are following Lawless America on a regular basis as to where we stand with various and sundry different things. If I've been to your town or your state and you've been filmed, you know that I write everything down in my little three-ring binders. So as I drive down the highway, I'll scribble a note or two as I go, and the things that come to mind. Periodically I have a little brainstorming session with myself, and I'll scribble notes down. So I had best plans for the last couple of weeks to sit down and take all of my notes and organize them into a nice little presentation, but I just don't have the time. I film from, basically 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, and at night I no longer have the energy to keep my eyes open. So I've always got all kinds of work that needs to be done, but the energy is just no longer there. I'm surprised I've had the stamina that I've had to do the trip, but at 64 years old and after doing this for 18 hours a day now for 135 days, it probably would take the starch out of a young man, much less an old codger like me. But I've given you the statistics. We've done 39 states. We'll do all 50. We'll end up way over 25,000 miles. And probably by the time it's all said and done, we'll film 2,000 victims. One of my plans is to continue to film people forever. I want to film every victim who's willing to step forward and tell their story of corruption. So if you're interested in being filmed by Lawless America for this movie or the next one or the one after that, or for what we hope will become a weekly true reality television show, then simply contact us. You can email beinthemovie@lawlessamerica.com, and also email Lawless, that's LAWLESS, 411. That's the number 411, lawless411 @gmail.com. It seems like there may be somebody trying to block some of my email. I can't imagine who that might be, except just about any elected official in America. And so lawless411 @gmail.com may be the best way to get through to me, but please email both. Bill@lawlessamerica.com and lawless411 @gmail.com. we will arrange to film you. I hope that we will ultimately identify one person to do video for us in each state so that we have a place that people can go to be filmed. But if you have your own, if you have a camera as part of your laptop or a part of your home computer, or you have someone who has one, or you can go to a library and use one or whatever, we'll provide you with the directions if you want to record your own. But other than that, we will make arrangements to film you through the magic of the internet. I would like to invite everyone to meet me in D.C., January 9th and 10th. Meet me in D.C. We want to have one constituent for every member of the United States House of Representatives, which will automatically give us one or more for each member of the United States Senate. And as part of what we're filming 3 minutes of testimony to Congress from each of these victims. That means we'll be presenting 35, 40, 50 hours of testimony to every member of our federal legislature. And we want one constituent there to hand deliver to their elected officials the testimony. And so we have a system for you to make an appointment with the office of whatever congressional district or Senate seat represents your area for you to be able to do this. I'll be there. I will go in with as many people as possible. And we have a number of special events that we will do on the 9th and 10th, including an educational panel and some other activities. We'll also be filming in D.C., so we will film people that haven't had an opportunity to be filmed. We will film people saying we want our country back. We will film people doing nobody promos where you wear a mask and say, I'm a nobody, but not just any nobody. I'm one of over 750 nobodies trying to save America. So if you missed that opportunity, we'll be filming that. We'll also be filming messages from parents and other family members to children who were taken away, adopted out, put into foster care, given to the other biological parent. And we're doing a separate movie of love letters to the children that will consist entirely of these messages to children that have been taken away. So meet me in D.C., January 9th and 10th. You can watch lawlessamerica.com and the Facebook page for more information on this. And we'd like you to RSVP and let us know that we can count on you being there, and then we'll identify who your member of the House is so that we know that we have that one covered. We need a lot of help. The person who is handling volunteers for us has left the fold, upset because I asked her to be a little bit more considerate of the feelings of others because it reflected on me, and she got upset with that and so is no longer helping us. As a result, I don't even have a list of the people who had volunteered to help. Many of you have come up to me as we've been filming and said, if I can do anything, let me know. I'm happy to volunteer. Well, I'm asking you email again and contact me, and I'll have somebody new in charge of volunteers, but email volunteers@lawlessamerica.com. Just give me an idea of the kind of work that you might be able to do. We have database work, we have computer work, we have online internet research, we have telephone calling. We've got a variety of things that people can do, and if you'd like to help in any way, volunteers@lawlessamerica.com. Put volunteer in capital letters on the subject line so we know what it is that you're writing to us about, and we can grab that and pass it off to the appropriate people. We very badly need coverage from the mainstream media, and this is part of the movie. Part of the movie is the fact that the mainstream media doesn't cover what's going on in our country, and they aid and abet the corruption by our government officials and by our judges. But we've got to keep trying. We've got to keep trying to get mainstream media coverage. So anything that any of you can do to try to encourage the media to come out and cover us when we come to town is definitely needed. We need to get mainstream media coverage. We also need to turn the internet into our own mainstream media. I'll talk more about that a little bit later. I'm about to send a letter to every member of the U.S. House and Senate, and an email to every member of the state legislatures in every state. And it's a pretty bold letter. Let's see if I have it scribbled here in front of me. I'll give you an idea of what it is I'm going to say. Not sure I can find it here. Nope, it's not popping right up in this notebook, but basically it tells them about what we're doing. They should already know. We've already emailed and sent faxes to all of these people, but it tells them what we're doing. It tells them that they're going to be receiving copies of all of the testimony. And it tells them that if they don't report these tens of thousands of criminal acts by a variety of government officials and attorneys, that they'll be committing a crime themselves. They'll be committing multiple crimes or counts of the crime, misprison of felonies, which is 18 U.S.C. 4. It places a duty on people to report to law enforcement when they receive credible information about felonies being committed. And we've got complete documentation and backup proof and evidence and testimony and sworn affidavits and whatever we need to produce from the thousands of people reporting tens of thousands of crimes. So it's we're telling them it's their duty to report this to law enforcement and to do something about it. And I'm asking any of them who are dishonest to resign. I believe most of them are dishonest, and I doubt that very many of them will resign. But I hope that they will take to heart that we're giving them an invitation to resign before the fireworks begin. And when I say fireworks, I mean peaceful fireworks. I mean verbal fireworks. I mean action that creates fireworks, not physical fireworks or anything like that. But I think that what we need to do is put all these people on trial. If they don't resign, we need to go after these folks, convene our own special citizen grand juries, and put these folks on trial for their crimes. It's then my hope that we will take control of the governments at the state level and to the federal level with members of what I call the Revolutionary Party, and then we can retroactively endorse what was done by these special grand juries and get these people arrested, indicted, imprisoned, convicted, disgraced, impeached, bankrupted. We need to get our country back, and we need to eliminate our country of all of these people who have committed crimes and have committed treason against us and against the Constitution. Peaceful. I'm not talking about guns. I'm not talking about ammo. I'm not talking about force. I'm talking about doing something according to law, which is to get all of us who have a vested interest together, educating our fellow Americans, and creating a political party on a simple premise that I've outlined that enables us to take control and to see that justice is done with these people who have committed massive injustice to millions, tens of millions, truthfully, hundreds of millions of Americans, because we no longer have our fundamental rights. We don't have constitutional rights. These people do whatever they want and destroy lives left, right, up one side and down another. And I think we need to put them all on trial. And maybe the idea that they're all going to be put on trial and are going to be found guilty of a variety of felonies and are going to be facing prison terms might make them think twice before they do it again. It probably won't, but at least they'll all be on notice that as the Revolutionary Party gains steam and gets more and more members, their days could be numbered. Now let's face it, this thing can't be done overnight. It's going to take years to accomplish this, and it may not be something that can be accomplished. But you know what? We got to try. Otherwise, our country is doomed. I mean, we're already completely, totally screwed. We don't have our rights. I fear for my children and my grandchildren and their children and grandchildren. It's worse than living in a third world communist, horrible country. I've somewhat joked about interviewing a number of immigrants, and I've asked them all, were you happier in your country in the cases where they came from, say, Russia? I said, were you happier in Russia where you didn't have any rights and you knew it? Or when you're in America and you're led to believe that you have rights and there's justice and you don't? And every one of them said they'd been better off if they'd stayed where they were. And they probably would have been better off. You know, this should be a great country. It used to be a great country, and it can be a great country again, but it takes all of us to do something that seems almost impossible. Take our country back by seizing the political control from the Democrats and Republicans and putting it in the hands of people who are honest and will do the right thing. everybody in America should be interested, but our challenge is in reaching them and educating them. So anyway, letters are going out to these people to let them know what we have planned. And that makes the target on my back bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm a big boy. I don't have an ounce of fear. I'm not the slightest bit of fear in my body. I don't know why that is, because I would not normally be that way. I happen to believe in God and think that God probably wanted me to do this. I'd love to think that's the case, and that's the reason why I'm not afraid. But I'm not afraid. And I think it's also a case of just being so completely overwhelmed with discovering the magnitude of this corruption. I personally don't believe there's an honest judge in America. And I have an invitation: if there's an honest judge in America, come on camera and let me interview you, and I'll make you one of the stars of the movie. I have interviewed one judge so far. She's a retired judge, so I don't know that I completely believe she's honest. She says that if anyone in America believes that there's such a thing as justice in our courts, they're kidding themselves. And her interview will be an important part of the movie. This is a retired federal judge acknowledging that we don't have justice, acknowledging that there's slush funds for judges, and that the heads of various government agencies receive bonuses for ensuring that lawsuits go away rather than see the people who file them, our fellow Americans, receive justice. So all the candidates, all the legislators are going to be served with notice of what it is that we're doing. We're not keeping any of it a secret. They can get onto Facebook and lawlessamerica.com and see exactly what we're doing. But we're educating people so that we can remove them and put them in prison. And I'm asking those who are honest to step up and do the right thing. I'm asking those who are dishonest to resign. Chances are everyone will simply ignore it and won't do a thing, but they'll at least take note of what it is that I'm trying to bring about and what we have more and more and more people joining us to try to do. I've been nominated for a couple of awards. I feel a little bit awkward talking about it, but the truth is we need to try to get mainstream media coverage. So I've been nominated for the CNN Hero of the Year Award and for the Case Changemaker Award. There's information about this on Facebook, and I'd love for you to also, you to nominate me and to support me in these things. I have no interest in winning any awards. I didn't set out to do this to have any recognition for myself. I'm doing this for everybody. But if I was to win something like this, it would give us an opportunity to get mainstream media coverage. It would make the cause that much more important. So for those reasons, I do support these programs, and hey, I'd be tickled to death to be anybody's Hero of the Year. Currently, I'm my granddaughter's hero, and I don't know anything will ever be more important than that, but if I could be a lot of people's granddaughters' hero, that would be pretty cool too. Among the projects that I need help on is we need somebody to call, or a variety of people to divide up the list of the 2,000 or so people who are being filmed for the movie, and call them and go down a little checklist of things to make sure we have everything we need: proof, photographs, etc. One of the things that we need is we need some photography done in every state. We need pictures of courthouses, where things took place that happened in your case. We need the Supreme Court. If I missed getting a good Capitol photo because of rain or something else, we need photos of every state capitol. I'd love to have photos of every courthouse where things happened. If your home was foreclosed on, we'd love to have a picture of that. We want to supplement and make the movie a lot more than just people talking, telling their story, with showing them where things took place. So this is one of the things that we'll talk to the subjects who've been filmed for the movie, but it's also something else we need is help with just still photography. So if you've got a good high quality digital camera and could take some photos for us, that's another things we need volunteers for. We hope that we can become a regular weekly television show. Lawless America should be a weekly show, a true reality show. And I have been working with some agents, and so there is a possibility. They indicate that they feel there's a good possibility that a network like say the Court TV network might be interested in picking this up. I personally would love to be on ABC, CBS, NBC, or Fox, but I'd be tickled to death to be on Court TV. And I'll have other people involved with me. I've already reached out to one person who is committed that he would be involved. There's another young lady who I talked about being involved, so I hope that she will be as well. We'll need a number of people to help us with it if we manage to get approved for something like this. But there certainly needs to be more people than me who can go out and interview people, because I don't know how long the government will allow me to run around and do what I'm doing. I'm sure they would love to fake something that they could use to put me in prison and throw away the keys. So we certainly need other people out there that know what's going on and can help do interviews and can also provide assurance to whatever network picks up the show that should something happen to me, there's somebody else there that can deal with it. One of the most important things that everybody can do is put information about the corrupt people that took away a big part or all of your life, put it on lawlessamerica.com, because as I've said to people before, Google and the other search engines, but especially Google, loves lawlessamerica.com and looks upon the site apparently as quite the authority on government and judicial corruption, which it is. And so we have a thing called corruption reports. And if you'll click on corruption reports on the toolbar at the top of lawlessamerica.com, there's a spot there that enables you to enter a report. You can put as much or as little information as you want about the people that you're reporting, but spell out their names in full, give us as much information as you have. If you have videos or TV news stories, photographs, PDF files of documents, you can attach all of those to your report. And these reports will get it to the top of the search engines, and it will expose the people that you want to expose, that we all want to expose. So the corruption reports are very important. One of the most important things I would like to ask everybody to do is try to help us with the database of people who are victims or who would be interested in supporting our cause. The best people for us to get involved as the initial nucleus of people involved in the Lawless America Revolution are the people like us who've been victimized. We need a database of those people. So I need you to send me names, email addresses, if possible, addresses and phone numbers. I promise to keep all of these confidential. I will never release them to anyone else, but we will use them in promotion to try to get people behind the things that we're doing. And we very badly need to develop a database of everybody out there that we possibly can. So if you know people, send me their information. Type it in an email, put it on an Excel spreadsheet, scribble it on the back of a paper sack and mail it to me. I don't care how you get it to me, but get us names and addresses. We have to reach millions of people. And if you know 5 people who are mothers who had their children's rights taken away from them in your state, send the names to me. If we have them already, that's life. Send us whatever you've got, because we have to build a huge database. We need to officially form a 501c3, so if we have an attorney out there or somebody who has an attorney who will do this work for us for free, we need to get a nonprofit corporation or entity or whatever they're called set up. They're called 501c3s. So if you can help us with that, please do. We need it. We don't have any money, so we have to have somebody that'll do the work. If there's a little filing fee or something, we can get some volunteers who come up with the cash to do that. But if you can get an attorney that'll do the paperwork, we need to get the show on the road on that. We have no money. Everything as far as this movie and what we're doing is totally being financed by victims. And most of the victims have 2 things in common. They don't have 2 nickels left to rub together, and they more than likely have been put in jail because of all of this. So we could use grants. So if there's people out there that would be interested in volunteering to try to go out and put the paperwork together to seek grants for our new nonprofit group, then we could sure use it. We certainly have a lot of money needed to complete the work for the movie. It's not my movie. I don't own it. I will not own it. I have no financial interest in the movie. I'm just here doing the filming, for the others who are victims, who have been able to contribute anywhere from $1 to $5,000, and those are the people that own the movie. I'm just here as a facilitator. We could sure use some rich people. If you're a rich person, or if you know a rich person, boy, oh boy, do we need a rich person. What we really need is we need somebody with a lot of money who will step up and say, I want to save America. We want our country back. We need somebody to take that mantle, who's got some cash and wants to devote it in a good cause. And I think saving America, there probably can't be a much better cause than that. So if you know rich people, contact them. Try to educate them about what we're doing. Get them on the telephone with me. I'm hard to reach, but if it's a rich person, I'll figure out how to talk to them, because we could use some money. I spend all of my days talking with poor people, so I could devote a few minutes to some rich people. We came up with the idea of using the slogan, "We want our country back," just a month or so ago. So we went through a lot of states without having people record that. So if you have the ability to record a video, please simply record a video that says, "We want our country back." You could say, my name is Bill Windsor from Marietta, Georgia. Pause for a second and say, "We want our country back." Record that and send it to me, because we will put that into a big promo and use it in several different ways in the movie and elsewhere. We want our country back. If you have videos that you've filmed or that other people have filmed that we can add to the Lawless America channel on YouTube, we'd like to have every imaginable video we can of government and judicial corruption stories. So send us a link, let us know where it is. If it's on YouTube, we can download it and then upload it to our YouTube account, because we do get an awful lot of eyeballs on that, and it should just grow exponentially. There should be millions and millions and millions of people looking at the Lawless America YouTube channel once all the promotion comes out about the movie, and we have the thousands of videos up online with people giving their congressional testimony and telling their stories. So if you have videos, send us the video, or send us a link. Let us get your video up on the Lawless America channel. We have a lot of content on the YouTube channel, and another thing we need some volunteers for is to help us in coding the playlists so that we code the videos properly. For example, if it's a family court or a family court corruption story, those all need to be appropriately coded. If it's a criminal court corruption, it needs to be coded so that people can easily find the videos that are of the most interest to them. So if you can help us with that, email videos@lawlessamerica.com, and we'll plug you in and get you right to work. I hope to be coming out with a new email address that maybe the government won't know about and won't be able to block. But in the meantime, bill@lawlessamerica.com and lawless411@gmail.com. Now, if you have a website, a blog, whatever it may be, send it to us. Let us know that you have it, and put a link to Lawless America on your home page. It has to be your home page. You put a link to Lawless America on your home page, and we in turn will put your website linked on our home page, going back to you. Lawless America's page is very popular. Having a link on there is going to help improve the importance of your website, and vice versa. It will help us as well. So put a link to Lawless America, then send us a link to that so we can see it, and we'll put a link to your website on our site, and many others will simply copy and paste the entire list of links that we have to their own sites, and we encourage you to do that as well. Rather than just link to Lawless America, just go to the bottom of the lawlessamerica.com homepage and copy and paste all of those links that we have onto the bottom of your homepage, and you will be helping everybody, and they will be helping you in turn. If you haven't looked at our Facebook page, it's the best place to keep up with all the things that are going on, because it's easy for me and others to go on and just post a short note or a photograph or whatever as to what's taking place. So be sure and check out facebook.com/Lawless America. Now, I've been saying for years that one of the most important things for all of us to do is to create our own mainstream media. We can turn the internet into our mainstream media. And the way that you can help with that takes just seconds of your time, is every time, each day, go to lawlessamerica.com, and every article has a little blue like button. Click like. Log into Facebook and then in the morning and click like. That's going to post that article to your web page, your Facebook page, and to Facebook pages of your family and your friends and others. It only takes a matter of seconds. Just go to that page, page down until you get to where that like button's grayed out, which means you've already done that one, and just do it every day. Similarly, when you go to facebook.com/Lawless America, there are like buttons under everybody's comments and under every posting that's done there. Do the same thing. Click the like button. It sends it out to all kinds of people. We can literally reach hundreds of millions of people just through Facebook. So let's utilize Facebook to our benefit. Click the like buttons. We really need to reach some celebrities and try to get celebrities behind what we're doing. They have tremendous impact and reach, and they all should be supporting what we're doing. We need to get through to some. So if you know celebrities, or if you can post to their pages or whatever, encouraging them to take a look at what we're doing and to get involved, we really need to reach celebrities. We need help reviewing the film that we've shot. So if you have a good computer, a good high-speed, modern computer, where you can review video and note time codes for us, which will provide instructions on that, let us know. Again, volunteers@lawlessamerica.com. We also need some help with renaming some files. What we basically want to do is send a terabyte hard drive to a group of people, one hard drive to each person, that'll have approximately 700 to 800 takes. Usually that's the filming of about 100 people. And we'd like you to rename those files so that we know which one is their congressional testimony, which ones are their interview, which one is their nobody promo, which one is them saying we want our country back. And it's just a simple file renaming process that involves the need to watch a few seconds of that particular take in order to know what it is. So again, if you can do something like that, let us know. All right, glancing at my list here, let's see what else I have on it that I should mention. We need some tech support. If there are people out there that are especially people who are familiar with Joomla. Joomla is the basic program that we have that drives everything for us on the Lawless America site. So if you know Joomla, we could sure use you to volunteer to give us a little technical support and help. We need bumper stickers. We don't have any budget for anything, but we really need to get some Lawless America bumper stickers. I think I've about decided the best one would be bright yellow with black crime scene letters. So crime scene and then lawlessamerica.com kind of on the third row. Something, in the range of maybe half of the size of a sheet of paper, and something that's outdoor material so that we can put it on telephone poles, on the back of stop signs, all around the corrupt places in our country. And I got a quote on, I can't remember how many it is, 10, 20, maybe it's 20,000. It would cost us in the range of $5,000 to $6,000. So if there's anybody out there that would like to be the financier of getting us a bunch of bumper stickers that we can distribute or sell to people in order to bring in some money, as well as getting them out there, let us know. Right now, we don't have the money in the budget we don't have any budget. We don't have any money to do anything like that, but boy, we would really like to get the word out. What we want to do is we want every judge in America to be afraid of, we want them to fear Lawless America. We don't want them to be afraid of any physical violence, because that's not what we do or what we stand for. We won't tolerate that. We want them to fear the fact that we're going to expose them. We would like them to fear the fact that we intend to bring them to trial for their crimes. And so I'd just be tickled to have these judges pull out of their offices in their big fancy cars and be greeted with seeing Lawless America around town and crime scene. And if you're not familiar with the importance of the crime scene, we have a 150-foot long crime scene banner that we're stretching out in front of various courthouses and capitals and government buildings. And I'd love for them to see that crime scene message as well. So if you can help with that, if you've got some money, or if you're in the screen printing business and you could do the screen printing for us for free, it saves us a lot of money. We could buy the vinyl material at your cost, whatever that is, and if you could do the screen printing for us, that would cut the cost way down. So if you're a screen printer or know a screen printer who you could impose on to do a donation, we'd be delighted to give them credit in the film if they would do this. And this stands for just about anything. We currently are paying for t-shirts. If you know a screen printer that would print the t-shirts for free, it would significantly reduce our cost of our t-shirts. Or if you know an embroiderer who would embroider our caps for free. We make about $7 or $8 on each t-shirt and cap we sell, and it's our primary means of generating money to pay the costs of driving around the country, eating, renting rooms in which we do the filming. And so if we could reduce our cost, we could make a little more money off that. So keep in mind, any way that you can help, use your ingenuity. You'll have ideas that we don't even know about and haven't thought of. One thing that Mary Bagnashi is doing is she's creating a program encouraging people to record songs or write songs or provide songs they've already written or recorded that might be used in the movie. And she's got an ambitious goal of trying to come up with 2,000 songs so that each of the victims who are filmed for the movie would have their own song. But we would like to have as much music as we can get that would tell our story. And we definitely want to move a song about lawless America, and we want our country back. And we've had several efforts on Facebook for us amateur songwriters to come up with lyrics for that, and we'll do some more of that. All right, just glancing down my list of notes here. We do sell t-shirts, as I say. If you'd like t-shirts or caps, the t-shirts and caps are $17. Add $2 for shipping and handling, and send a check payable to B. Windsor. That's B. Windsor. P.O. Box 681-236, Marietta, Georgia 30068. Once again, that's P.O. Box 681-236, Marietta, M-A-R-I-E-T-T-A, Georgia, and the zip code is 30068. Send us a check. Tell us what size shirts you want. Caps are one size fits all. We'll ship them out. We have small through extra large for $20 plus $2 in shipping. We also have XXL and triple XL. So we have 2XL and 3XL. Those are a little bit more money, so send us $22 for each of those. Make sure you specify the size. They're all one color. The great Lawless America black with white and yellow lettering. And we've got them in stock in Atlanta. They'll ship out the day after your money's received. And we will look forward to getting those in your hands. And if you've got $19 and can afford a t-shirt, please buy one. It gives us a little bit of money and gives you a nice shirt to wear to go out whenever you go to courthouses or wherever else, and spread the word about what we're doing. The trip, while it theoretically ends the first week in December, it's going to continue. I have to go several places in December, and then January 9th and 10th I have to be in D.C. I look forward to being in D.C. as we distribute this testimony to members of Congress. We could sure use an RV. We thought we had an RV, but it turns out all we had was some crooks. Some people just pulling some kind of kind of scam, claiming we were having an RV, and they were donating it to us. And we could keep it. This big rock star RV, rock star bus, I guess you would call it. Instead, we don't have anything. I've been driving around in a Jeep and have been staying in hotels. We filmed in the hotels. You know, if we had an RV, we could do all this, you know, a big RV type, Class A type RV bus. We could have a crew that would go around, and we could continue to do this forever and ever. So if there's somebody out there with a lot of money or with a big, nice Rockstar Class A RV bus, we'd love for you to donate it. You can either donate it to us and we'll borrow it, or you could give it to us. And we will have a 501c3, so you can get the necessary tax deduction. If you have ideas about what might be included in a trailer to promote the movie, a trailer is what you see when you see a coming attraction. Put something together for us. Either write a script and send it to us, or if you've got the ability, you know, put together your own trailer, and with video clips or whatever, and send it to us. We will promote all of them. We'll show all of them that are submitted on YouTube and on Facebook and on our website, and hopefully one of the best ones submitted we might end up actually using that'll be shown in theaters to promote the movie. Now, I will say this. People always ask me, where do you think will this be shown? Will it be on HBO? Where will it be? Well, we intend for it to be shown in the theaters. We intend for this to be a major documentary release, and it's my intent to win the Academy Award for all of us for Best Documentary. So we're not messing around, and you know, we don't have a distribution deal yet, but there's no question we have the content to win the Academy Award and to get a great distribution contract to have this out in the theaters. So we're planning on all that happening. The material we have is great. We just have a big editing job ahead of us to do a good job of editing it effectively. So send us your ideas for a trailer. Everyone who's in the movie will have a movie listing page, and on that movie listing page, your videos will be linked, your photograph will be shown, information, a narrative of your story. You can connect PDF files, JPEG files, meaning photo files, videos, anything else that you have can be connected to your page and thus become part of your movie listing. So if you don't have your page yet, email techsupport@lawlessamerica.com. That's techsupport@lawlessamerica.com, and our new tech support person will either get you set up or show you how to get set up to where you have your movie listing page. All right, we have the states that we have coming up. We need as many people as possible to end the trip with a bang. So from Texas, I go to Kansas, make a second stop in Missouri, second stop in Tennessee, go to Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Florida, Georgia, and then Alaska and Hawaii. So if you're in any of those states that are coming up, or know people who are there, contact us so we can get you in the filming, and or have your friends, neighbors, or whoever else contact us so that we can get them included. We want as many people as possible in the states that are coming up. Glancing at my notes here to see if there's anything I haven't already talked about that I need to mention. If you are interested in doing your own filming, we do have directions. We've posted them on Facebook. You can also obtain them by emailing me, bill@lawlessamerica.com, and lawless411@gmail.com. Just say, hey, I've got a camera, I'll film my own, and then we'll send you an instruction sheet that tells you each step to take in order to film something that matches up to exactly what we, or as closely as possible to what we have. So we'd love for people to do that, and just contact me and we'll email out the little format that you need to follow. I just need everybody to understand that it's just me out here driving around doing this. I have had a little help from time to time. I had hoped that I would have a couple of carloads of ladies traveling with me the rest of the way, but it hasn't worked out. So it's just me. I can't return phone calls because I don't have time. I can't answer the phone except when I'm traveling from one location to another. So if I haven't responded to you, please don't think that I'm ignoring you or that it's anything personal. It's just simply there are not any hours in the day left for me to do anything else but do what I absolutely positively have to do, which is starts with filming everybody who comes out. And the difference from the first part of the trip to this part of the trip now is there are more people than we can possibly even get filmed. You know, I've had one night where I worked until 4 o'clock in the morning, filmed until 3, then drove back to the hotel and wrote a quick update on Facebook for people and went to sleep. You know, and after starting that morning at probably 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's just impossible for me to do anything more than what I'm already doing. As long as you email me or call me, you know, we'll ultimately respond to you, but it may be months. But don't not call or don't not email just because you know that it may take forever. Then again, we might get lucky and somebody will get right back to you. But if you email and indicate you want to be in the movie, we're going to get you in the movie. And yeah, just feel free to go ahead and contact, but just know that we're short-staffed. We have no money to hire staff. Everything is done by volunteers. There's no way for me to express how important all of this that we're doing is. We're talking about saving our country, and there's a way to do it, but it's going to take an effort from everybody that's unlike anything that you or I've ever done before. We have to literally educate millions and millions of our fellow Americans about what's going on and get them motivated to do something about it. This is our country. It doesn't have to be any way other than the way we want it to be. But the way it is now, people think it's the Democrats and the Republicans who get to decide, and people blindly support the Democrats and Republicans when they're not going to get anybody who's going to do the fundamental things that we need to do to fix America. I don't believe there's an honest person in Washington, D.C. If there is, I want them to step up and fight the corruption, and it's not happening. So we have to do it, folks, and it means that we have to contact as many people as possible. Get them to watch the video of I Want My Country Back. Get them to watch the video I recorded of the proposed legislation we're presenting to each state. And I'm going to update that and more than double the number of different issues that we want to have addressed so that it's more comprehensive in terms of completely reforming our legal system so that it's fair and we have a thing such as justice. All we have today is injustice. We've got to fix that. So please get excited about what we're doing, get passionate about what we're doing. Know that everybody out there fighting their individual battles has slim and no chance of ever accomplishing much of anything. You need to keep doing it, but I am absolutely convinced that the real way for us to accomplish something is by going after the big picture. Taking control of our government by putting honest people in place and making them accountable. It's a long-term fix. It's not a short-term or a single issue or a single person fix. It's a fix that will fix our country. You know, unfortunately, our forefathers didn't stop to think about the idea of having people sign contracts. They thought of having oaths, but the trouble is these people violate their oaths without even thinking about it. They're just flat dishonest. So we've got to educate a lot of people, and it means we need people like you who care enough to spend the time to watch this, what's turned into a pretty long video update. We've got to get you getting out there and getting other people involved. I don't know how much more energy I have. I don't know if I can do another one of these trips ever, if my family will ever let me do it. So as much as I'd like to spend all of my time out there educating people, it looks like videos and things may be in a TV show and a movie may be the ways that I have to try to do that. But we need everybody out there contacting everyone they can and waking them up to what's going on in America. I believe Lawless America the Movie will wake a lot of people up. They're going to be sick when they see the stories that they're going to see about what's happening in various aspects of our government and our judicial system. But you can help right now. So please, please, spread the word. Lawless America is now the new American Revolution, and we need to reach everybody. We need to get them to join the Revolutionary Party. It doesn't cost anything, though someone suggested, why don't we charge a penny? So if you'd like to be a member of the Revolutionary Party, why don't you mail me a penny? Send me your name, address, telephone number, and your email. Put a penny in the envelope and send it to B. Windsor, P.O. Box 681236, Marietta, Georgia 30068. Once again, that's P.O. Box 681236, Marietta, M-A-R-I-E-T-T-A, Georgia 30068. I'll throw all the pennies in a barrel. And once we take control of our government, we'll put it out there in Philadelphia alongside the Liberty Bell. And we'll let people see what a bunch of nobodies were able to do. We want our country back.